With barely 48 hours to the highly contested Ol Kalou parliamentary by-election, the government says it is ready. In a joint briefing Tuesday, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission and the National Police Service outlined elaborate security and electoral integrity measures, including the deployment of more than 1,000 police officers to secure Thursday's vote. But even as preparations intensify, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission has raised a concern of what it describes as a growing trend of inflammatory and ethnic political rhetoric, warning that they are watching and with time they will act because such utterances could highly undermine peace if left unchecked. Here's NTV's Ashley Atieno with that report.
As Ol Kalou counts down to Thursday's parliamentary by-election, attention is now turning from the campaign trail to the institutions tasked with delivering a peaceful, credible and secure vote. During a joint briefing on Tuesday, election managers, security agencies and oversight bodies outlined the safeguards they say will protect the integrity of the poll from the opening of voting to the declaration of results. For the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, one concern stands out: keeping polling stations free from interference.
We want to state categorically here that we will not allow anybody, whether it's a senior politician or a leader in this country, who has not been cleared and accredited by IBC, to come with their security or their supporters to try and disturb the peace at the polling station.
The Commission says every candidate will only be allowed one accredited agent at each polling station and another at the constituency tallying centre. Supporters wearing party colours, campaign badges or any other symbols associated with candidates will not be admitted into polling stations. IBC has also certified the voter register that will be used in Thursday's by-election, assuring voters that only the authenticated register will be used during the exercise.
We wish to remind Kenyans and indeed the voters of Ol Kalou that please do not take a picture of your ballot paper once you mark it, once you select the person you want to be your member of parliament. This is because the sanctity and the secrecy of the vote requires that you keep it secret.
On the security front, Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja says the National Police Service has deployed more than 1,000 officers across the constituency, with every one of the 114 polling stations receiving security coverage.
Additionally, there are alert standby teams deployed at all polling stations. They comprise of not less than 14 officers at each and every polling station to ensure steadfast and robust security coverage.
But even as security preparations intensify, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission says it is closely monitoring what it describes as a worrying rise in ethnic and inflammatory political rhetoric ahead of the by-election.
The Commission is watching, and where the law is broken, we will act without fear or favor.
And as Ol Kalou prepares to elect its next member of parliament, the institutions charged with protecting Thursday's by-election say the success of the exercise will not only be measured by who wins the seat, but by whether every voter is able to cast a ballot freely, peacefully and without interference. Ashley Atieno, NTV.